Was Adam and Eve actually a myth, created by people, created by man, to tell the story of the first creation of human beings? Or were Adam and Eve actually real and fit in line with the story of evolution of humankind? And I will show you in this video that evolution and creation of Adam and Eve are meshed, and that the Bible supports evolution and creation being together as one in the story of Adam and Eve. Okay, here's the point. If you look in the first chapter, you're going to notice that God creates the plants first. He creates the animals second, and then He creates mankind, which He says, I want you to rule over the animals. You will become the most intelligent, and you become like us. You have intelligence, you have family history, you have life, you care, you're loving. And if you notice, if you go to archaeology, you go to geology, you will notice that the Cro-Magnons and the Neanderthals did in fact love their own kind. They buried their kind in clothes, they left presents at the grave, they left flowers at the grave, they created these beautiful artworks, sculptures, paintings. These were people, or I should say primitive people, mind you, but they were people who had somewhat the ability to be like, somewhat godlike. And there's no reason why God wouldn't have created them the same way He created the animals of the earth, by the method of evolution, creating higher forms as billions of years pass. Now, and you'll see that controversy about creation and evolution actually being meshed and together in harmony in my other video on the subject. So then you come down to chapter 2, where you see, you got to remember, these chapters were inserted by religious men who did not know the story flow, the storyline. So don't put the chapter, well this means this because the chapter ends here. No, just mesh the entire story together as one flow. Forget about the chapters. They're only reference points. If you come to chapter 2, you will notice that God creates a garden in the end of Eden. Eden is this big, huge area. But at one point in this Eden, He creates a garden of Eden, or the garden in Eden, because the land is called Eden. And here He creates mankind first, and then animals second. This is a complete contradictory to what you find in chapter 1. In chapter 2, this is a reverse. And you know that this reverse is talking about a separate creation. We have Adam being created plus all these other kinds of animals being brought up. If you go to the story of Cain and Abel, now Cain was born first, he got in a jealous rage, he murdered Abel. Clear enough, right? Well, if you notice in the next chapter, the birth of Seth, Adam's wife produced another baby to replace the son that was killed. But before that time, the Bible talks about Cain being married to another woman. Who's this woman? Where did she come from? At the same time that Cain is married to this woman, he's also frightened of other people killing him. Who are these other people? Obviously, there's somebody there, right? Obviously. Cain is building a city. When you have cities, you have hundreds and thousands of people living in these cities. I don't mean hundreds thousands, I mean hundreds or thousands of people living in these cities. That's what a city is. Cain is building his own city after he murders his brother. Who are these people living in the cities? Who are these people helping him build the cities? Cain isn't just sitting there building one house at a time, by one brick at a time. He's got helpers. Who are these helpers? Obviously, there were people there at the time, which today we name as early man or Cro-Magnon, and that's the controversy here. You have evolution mixed with creation, and they fall in harmony. There's no reason why God can't make evolution work.